Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Yolanda Uktariwandari dari tingkat 2A Teknologi Laboratorium Medis Poltekkes Kemenkes Bengkulu. Apa sih tujuan pemeriksaan GGT? Yang pertama, untuk mengetahui cara pemeriksaan GGT. Yang kedua, untuk mendeteksi beragam jenis penyakit parenkim hati. Metode yang digunakan untuk pemeriksaan GGT yaitu spektrofotometri atau fotometri, atau biasa dikenal alat kimia otomatis. Sedangkan sampel yang digunakan untuk pemeriksaan GGT yaitu serum atau plasma heparin. Terus, apa pengertian GGT?
GGT atau gamma glutamil transferase merupakan enzim yang ditemukan terutama di hati dan ginjal. Dalam jumlah rendah ditemukan di limpa, kelenjar prostat, dan otot jantung. GGT merupakan uji sensitif untuk mendeteksi berbagai jenis penyakit parenkim hati. Salah satu enzim mikrosomal yang bertambah banyak pada pemakai alkohol barbiturat, phenytoin, dan beberapa obat lain tertentu.
Dan berapa nilai rujukan GGT?
Nilai rujukan pada pria dewasa 15-90 unit per liter, pada wanita 10-80 unit per liter, pada lansia sedikit lebih tinggi. Pada anak-anak bayi baru lahir 5 kali lebih tinggi daripada dewasa, prematur 10 kali lebih tinggi daripada dewasa, dan anak sama dengan dewasa.
Nah, itu tadi nilai rujukan untuk GGT. Tapi, nilai rujukan bisa berbeda untuk tiap lab tergantung metode yang digunakan. Masalah klinis apa yang terjadi karena peningkatan kadar GGT?
Masalah klinis: sirosis hati, nekrosis hati akut dan subakut, alkoholisme, hepatitis akut dan kronis, kanker hati, kanker pankreas, kanker prostat, kanker payudara, kanker ginjal, kanker paru-paru, kanker otak, dan masih banyak lagi.
Dan apa sih faktor yang mempengaruhi temuan di laboratorium?
Pertama, obat phenytoin dan barbiturat dapat menyebabkan tes gamma GT positif palsu. Asupan alkohol berlebih dan dalam jangka waktu lama dapat menyebabkan peningkatan kadar gamma GT.
Nah, sudah tahu kan pengertian, nilai rujukan, masalah klinis, dan faktor yang mempengaruhi temuan di lab? Sekarang, kita lihat video pemeriksaan GGT.
Lakukan info konsen terlebih dahulu kepada pasien. Sebelum melakukan pemeriksaan GGT, lakukan pengambilan darah pena untuk sampel. Lakukan pengambilan darah sesuai prosedur. Darah yang sudah diambil kemudian disentrifuge selama 15 menit dengan kecepatan 3000 rpm. Alat dan bahan untuk pemeriksaan gamma GT. Alat: tabung sentrifuge, mikropipet dan tip, tabung reaksi dan rak, pipet tetes, kupet, spektrofotometer, dan automatic kimia analyzer. Bahan: sampel darah pena, antikoagulan EDTA, dan reagen pemeriksaan enzim gamma GT.
using the kit manufactured by Anamol Laboratories Private Limited. First, let's have a look at the kit components. The kit contains one vial of Gamma GT reagent 1 R1, one vial of Gamma GT reagent 2, and the instructions for use. We recommend all the users to read the instructions for use thoroughly before using the test. Apart from this, you may require additional items such as clean and well calibrated pipette of 1000 microliter volume, clean and well calibrated pipette of 100 microliter volume, clean and dry tips of 1000 microliter volume, clean and dry tips of 100 microliter volume, tissue paper, clean and dry tubes in which the test is to be performed, and patient sample. Before we proceed for the procedure, let's pay attention to the working solution preparation. Because Gamma GT is a 2 reagent system, the working solution can be prepared by mixing 4 volumes of R1 with 1 volume of R2. Now, according to the procedure, we need to take 2 different tubes, one for blank and one for the test. In the tube of blank, we need to add 1000 microliter of working solution only. In the second tube of test, we need to add 1000 microliter of working solution and 50 microliter of patient sample. Then we need to mix the working solution and the sample, and we need to aspirate the entire reaction mixture into the instrument to take the absorbance. Now the working solution can be prepared by mixing 800 microliters of R1 and 200 microliters of R2. So now we will prepare the working solution. To do this, first take 800 microliters of R1 without any air bubble and put this solution into both the tubes, each labeled for blank as well as for the test. After changing the tip, next we will take 200 microliters of R2 without any air bubble and then add it to the previously added R1 in the first tube of the blank as well as in the second tube of the test. Mix both the tubes and now our working solution is ready. Before taking the absorbance, first start the instrument and open the program of Gamma GT. Please refer to a separate video in which we have explained how to program any semi-automated kit and enter the program of Gamma GT into the software using the information provided in the instructions for use. As you can see, we have already opened the program and now the program says to read the blank. So now we will take the tube of the blank which we have already prepared and directly take the aspiration and then the machine will directly calculate the blank. After the read time is over, the instrument will already calculate the blank absorbance and then it will give the message to read the sample. So now we will take the sample, wipe the outside of the tip using a tissue paper and then add the sample in the working solution previously prepared in the tube labeled for the test. Mix it thoroughly and directly aspirate it. As you can see, the lag time has been initiated as per the program already pre-fitted in the instrument. After the lag time is over, automatically the read time will initiate. As you can see, the instrument has already displayed the initial absorbance, which is less than 1.0 as per the specification given by the manufacturer. Hence, it can be concluded that the reagent is working fine. After the read time gets over, the instrument will automatically calculate the delta absorbance per minute and also calculate the result. If you wish to run any more patient samples, you can follow the exact same procedure. This is the correct way of performing Gamma GT test. Thank you, and we hope this video has been